Well, good evening, Southeast Texas. A nice Monday evening coming up. Of course, earlier today we had some sprinkles and light drizzle in the triangle. We got no accumulation, so certainly no coverage in the triangle. Up in the lakes area, you got a few light showers earlier. We had a lot of moisture in place today. Atmosphere slowly drying out about 5,000 feet a little bit for tomorrow, so I don't think we'll see much in the way of showers coming up on your Tuesday. On our Roofing 911 Sky Cam Network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store, partly sunny skies. I saw a little bit of sun this afternoon after we had morning lows, very warm this morning too, in the 60s across Southeast Texas. And speaking of warm, it's going to be another warm, humid night tonight. We're expecting lows to be around 70 area-wide. Some areas will stay in the lower 70s, especially here in the Triangle, down to where the coastline, staying in the low 70s tonight. Our Roofing 911 Skycam Network here in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and the Prairie. Seeing some blue there. As we said, about 5,000 feet in the atmosphere. We're getting a little bit of drying working in now. It was pretty moist at that level today, but a little bit drier. So that'll help us out a little bit tomorrow if you're a little bit more sunshine. It'll still be partly to mostly cloudy though overall tomorrow, but don't think we'll see any showers tomorrow in the Triangle, and only a 10% coverage expected up in the lakes area tomorrow, with highs once again around 80 to 81. But of course that'll change as we head into Wednesday night late into Thursday as cooler air begins to take over. Now, Roofing 911 Skycam Network outside our 12 studios, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing. We have partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy here, and temperatures running in the upper 70s, close to 80. And once again tonight we'll drop only into the low 70s for lows. It is going to be a warm, breezy, humid night, that's for sure. Lakes area, you will not be much better. You'll have temperatures tonight in the 70-degree range as well. You had upper 60s to near 70 even this morning. So yeah, warm, humid night coming up. Another windy, warm, humid day coming up for Tuesday, and then we'll see things changing. Our Roofing 911 Skycam Network up in the lakes area, getting up to Jasper, sponsored by Parvalis. Well, nice afternoon. It's been a mostly cloudy, gloomy day. Some of the moisture beginning to thin out a little bit. A little bit of sun, be a nice sunset here a little bit later, with temperatures running close to 80, even up in the East Texas Lakes area tonight. Once again, you'll be dropping, as we said, only to around 70 coming up overnight tonight. So yeah, it's going to be a warm, muggy night, that's for sure. Your weather headlines: windy, warm, and humid through Wednesday. Cold front comes in Wednesday night. We'll have rain and a few thunderstorms with that front. Looks like around, let's say 5, 6 p.m. to about 8 on Wednesday evening. It'll be that time window for some showers and storms. Hopefully no severe weather. And then it'll be turning much cooler Thursday and Friday. Now temperatures, as we said, yeah, they're quite warm. 79 degrees in Jasper, 77 in Beaumont, 76 in Orange. Houston, of course, you're farther west, a little farther away from the cooler waters of the Gulf. You're in the lower 80s there, and notice some mid 70s off to our east. Few sprinkles still south of Alexandria, and we'll talk about that coming up in just a moment. And of course, our weather watchers, yes, you have been warm today as well. You've been close to 80. Regina, Lynn and Little Cypress, Ann and Jasper, Travis and Woodville, Ricky and Fred. Just about everybody reporting 80 degrees, and even an 81, some lower 80s down there from Stacy Brawley. All right, temperatures across the rest of the state: 81 Lufkin, well, Dallas warm, 84, 83 Wichita Falls, very warm, in Oklahoma City. Of course, it's going to be warm for another day or two until some Pacific air, some much cooler Pacific air works into Southeast Texas on a Wednesday night and Thursday. Notice even off to our east, pretty warm, 70s and even a few 80s. And off to our northeast, Tupelo at 63, because they have rainfall. Had some showers and thunderstorms today. Actually, those started developing just northeast of Lake Charles earlier and have been building northeastward up into southern Tennessee and portions of Alabama and Georgia's upper level disturbance working out of northern Oklahoma and Arkansas, helping to trigger some of that rain off to our northeast today. But with no trigger to lift the moisture that we have, I just don't think we'll see much in the way of rainfall tomorrow. But speaking of rain, we'll have a pretty good chance coming up Wednesday evening ahead and along the cold front. There's projected rainfall totals here. Not too bad. We could live with that. Need as much as we can, even though we had some decent rain in spots the other night. We need a lot more, a lot more. So we'll just take what we can get. Probably another half to 1 inch, possibly coming up with our front on Wednesday evening. Some of the heavier totals may be up to our north, but we'll see what happens there, because we certainly need the rain. I mean, that's for sure. Of course, still in that mild to moderate drought situation still, and even severe drought across portions of southeast Texas. All right, the front comes through, then it gets a lot cooler. How about some lower 40s coming up by Friday morning? Low to mid 40s, low 40s. How about 39 possibly in Burkeville Friday morning? Yeah, we're getting used to this spring-like weather. It's been real warm. It's been around 80. And we're going to drop into the 40s Friday morning. Now, we're almost in mid-March now, so this isn't going to stick around long. You'll see that on the 7-day forecast. We have another front due in. It'll be about like this one coming up on Sunday night of the weekend coming up. I'll show you that in just a moment on our 7-day forecast. A lot of high clouds to our west. These will be coming in conjunction with the low-level clouds coming in off the Gulf tonight. There's the thunderstorms around Jackson on up into northern Mississippi, Alabama. A couple of severe thunderstorm watches there. Of course, that was off to our northeast today. Of course, we had that front yesterday. It moved north and dissipated last night. This morning, there's a little disturbance in the upper atmosphere working out of Arkansas, helping to produce some of the showers and thunderstorms off to our northeast today. But man, we have a lot of low clouds coming in from the southwest. All right, let's take a look at Futurecast. We'll run it through a couple of days. Tonight, we know it's going to be windy, warm, and humid. We know that. Lows around 70, 71 in the morning. Very, very warm night, very humid night across the area. Tomorrow, we start out again with a lot of clouds. Not as much drizzle in the morning. And you see temperatures in the afternoon heading on up well into the 70s, close to 80. And then there's that line of showers and storms we'll be watching. This is Wednesday afternoon at 12:30. That'll slowly work on into the area. And this model here, not very impressive with showing the rain coming in. If this verifies, we won't see a whole lot. And that is possible. But the dynamics look pretty good. The upper level low itself, main center of low pressure aloft, looks to work pretty far south. I think this model is actually underdoing the line of showers and thunderstorms. We'll see how that all pans out, but be prepared for some showers and storms coming up late in the day on Wednesday with that front. All right, marine forecast, exercise caution offshore. South to southeast winds up to about 20 knots, water temperature at 75. So any boating plans the next couple of days offshore doesn't look very good due to the breezy conditions and windy conditions we have in place. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows in the lower 70s. A very warm, humid night, that's for sure. Tomorrow, almost a repeat of today, although I think we'll see a little more sun and fewer showers up in the lakes area. We'll give it a 10% coverage for the lakes. We'll keep rain out across inland southeast Texas and the Triangle. Highs around 80, 81, some lower 80s. It's going to be a warm day tomorrow and Wednesday. Ahead of our cold front, though. Weather impact alert just for the possibility